Planning a Disney vacation can be overwhelming, time-consuming, and expensive. But what if there was a better way to do it?
There absolutely is, and that's why we always call in an expert. Our friend and partner Ashley Dixon from Adventure Awaits by Ashley. She does all the research and work to make our trips easy and stress-free.
That's right. Thanks to Ashley, our time can be better spent choosing our favorite ears to match our outfits, or which lightning lanes, dining reservations, and enchanting extras we want, because she will book all of that for us.
And she saves us money because she can get deals on park tickets, resort hotel stays, and vacation plans that we can't even see ourselves. The best part? Her services are always free.
As a former cast member and annual pass holder at both Disneyland and Walt Disney World, nobody knows the parks better than Ashley. So what are you waiting for?
To book your next adventure to Disney and beyond, find Ashley on social media at Adventure Awaits by Ashley, or send her an email at adventureawaitsbyashley@gmail.com.
And make sure you mention that the Wonderful Thing About Disney podcast sent you. We just found a whole new way to enjoy our trips to the Disney parks. Where in the Park is a signature theme park seek and find game. Each game features images showcasing unique and often overlooked details inside the parks. Players explore the park at their own pace, looking for each image. Play solo or team up with friends and family. This makes the perfect addition to a park day, whether it's your first visit or your 100th. What's even better is that it's not only for Disney. Where in the Park offers packs for theme and amusement parks across the country. Make sure to check out Where in the Park and all the different games they have to offer. Use our code WONDERFUL at checkout for 10% off your next purchase. Happy searching.
Hi, I'm Jake.
And I'm Ashley.
And this is the Wonderful Thing About Disney podcast.
Because Disney's a wonderful thing. Come on down, stop on by, hop a carpet, and fly with us as we discuss the parks, treats, and all things Disney, with new episodes every wonderful Wednesday.
What's up, everybody? Happy Wonderful Wednesday, Dingle Hoppers. We are back, and it is guest week.
I love guest episodes. They're so fun.
Good. And this is a really cool thing because you guys have actually heard this guest for like a year and a half now.
Yeah, it's true.
But you've never actually heard him.
Yeah.
So you heard it at the beginning of this episode. The Disneylanders is with us today. We are so pumped. I mean, dude, how are you? Thank you so much for coming on.
Guys, I'm doing okay. Today was Adam the Woo's memorial. I was supposed to be there. I couldn't end up going. I was bummed out about that, but I know I've hung out with him so many times, and I know that he'd be stoked that I'm doing something for the Disney community. I'm here with you guys. We're making content, and that makes me happy. So rest in peace, Adam the Woo. But
absolutely,
we're here, and we get to celebrate our Disney weirdness community together, and that's what matters. So
that's right.
Love it.
Right. No, that's just not to get too heavy right off the bat, but that was a tough blow. I mean, so many people who are creating content, but also tens of thousands more that just followed him because he was just such a great light, such a great person. And no, definitely a heavy moment today that he's gone, but just really happy for what he created and bringing so many of us together. So yeah, definitely always on our hearts, but we appreciate you doing this and absolutely hope Adam's smiling down.
Yeah. He totally is. And I just want to say one thing for the Disney community. Like 15 years ago, when me and Adam first were like meeting online, like we beefed, like we didn't like each other. And that's how good of a person he was, is that I like went up to him one day. It was years later, like 7 years later. And I was like, dude, I just want to say I'm sorry. Like I started this drama online with you. And this was like before YouTube drama, you know?
Right.
So there's no like recollection of it, but that's how cool he was, is that like we started hanging out afterwards, going to Knott's Scary Farms. And I made a song for him. And it's just like we were writing each other messages on Instagram a lot, and he shared some of my stuff, which I just was like so big because he's such a huge, guy. And I'm like, dude, this guy's like sharing my stuff. And like, I just want to say like how, like when people say he was a good guy, like dude was like actually living it. So
love that. Awesome. Beautiful tribute.
Yeah.
Well, let's get into a little bit of the backstory here because fangirling hardcore right now, because we got to know you shortly after we got into like kind of digging into the Disney community. And I mean, again, just the music, the vibe, everything, like the sunglasses, all of it, the aura. But was we decided that we wanted to make a podcast.
Yeah.
And we started dabbling with this a little bit. One of the podcasts that we followed really closely was the Main Street Dish. And I remember telling Ashley, because you listened to them a lot.
Yeah.
I was like, what is that theme song?
I was like,
we need
that's
a theme
awesome.
song.
Yeah, we were like, we need a theme song.
And that was you.
Yeah.
And so then like once we start diving into this, like, dude, you have made so many incredible beats, so much incredible music.
Yeah.
And we are just so flattered that you would create our theme song for us, and we love it. And now we finally get to sit down with you and really like dive in and dish about how the Disneylanders came to be and what is everything that you do. So I guess right off the bat, just tell us a little about you and your platform for those who don't know you already.
Yeah, my name's the Disneylanders. I started making music around 2017, 2018. I was just seeing a lot of lo-fi and I was inspired by it. And I wanted to create the music that didn't exist. And a lot of people told me I shouldn't do it. Your name's even like, going to be copyright, like you're going to get sued left and right. And I just knew that no one was going to do it unless I did it. And I was just like, I'll put it up there and I don't care. I don't care if it gets taken down or I want to like put something out for the community in some way. And I'm still going and Disney's even like taking inspiration from me. And we'll talk about that later. They've actually like kind of like we've worked in the studio together with Disney recording artists and there's some other drama. We'll wait to get into it. But it's just been a really cool, like for me, it's just a passion project. Like you can tell who really loves Disney. You can tell who really like. I grew up going to Disney. My mom worked HR at Disney stores, and we had the Gold Pass. We'd go all the time. Just like creating that nostalgia, but also like in my own twist. Where no one was doing it, and then still like there's not many people doing it because they just don't want to put their neck out there. And for me, it's like I would do this even if there was no money, even if it was putting out for free, just because I want to help content creators. I want to keep the legacy of Disney going. I want people to like have those memories, those good times, like a great experience of like, wow, I get to bring my kids here, or now I'm living my childhood through music, or I'm just studying, but I get that little like hint of magic when I'm listening to it. Like that's what it's all about for me. So.
I love that so much.
Well, and there's something incredibly powerful when you decide to just take that leap. And again, no safety net. Yeah, they may take it down, whatever. But like when you bet on yourself and you go for it, I mean, so few people have the courage to do that. But dude, like that's why we were drawn to you. We kind of went through that back and forth of like, what do we call it? Are we going to be cool with this? Are we going to get hit after? And it was just one of those like seeing people like you and Adam and so many other creators were like, no, there's room for all of us here. And once you put your own touch to it, like that's what makes it so rad.
Yeah.
And so thank you for like going for it because you inspired us to do the same in our own way.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And Adam was a great example of that, of the consistency. I might not be as consistent, but where I lack consistency, I like push out. Like I probably have hundreds of songs out and made, tens of, I don't even know how many theme songs I've made. I can't even count. But like if you're out there making content and you want something special, like reach out to me. I do this stuff for free just for people to make Disney content towards. And I just love making it and love seeing the community grow. And in my way, it's like I can give back to the community that made like my life. Like I'm the guy with the Disneyland throat tattoo. Like that's,
dude.
People are like, is that permanent? I'm like, yeah, that's permanent because I'm my own boss. But like, I love Disneyland so much. I'm like the final Disney adult boss you got to beat at the end of the video game. Like it's just people like I get the craziest things all the time, but it's like I know what I like. I know what I'm passionate about. And that's just something that like I have childhood pictures of me at the Disneyland castle. So it's important to me and I shouldn't have to worry what other people are going to think. And then when you make your content, not worrying, oh, is it good enough on this end or is it not good enough? It's like doing what you're best at. And and that's what I encourage anyone. And you've been moved by it. I've been moved by it. We all get this like Disney, like creative, like motivation, and we're like, we can do it, and we get going, and we get like just the tiniest bit of views, like I swear like 100 views or like 2 comments, and we're like, let's go all the way, let's devote our life to this, let's just
Yes.
go. It's like gambling for us because we're like, someone in the community can relate to our stories. It's just so it's so satisfying.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah. So one question that we always love to ask our guests, and you kind of touched on this, but like, where did your love of Disney come from? Like, what is your Disney origin story?
Yeah, totally. Mom was just super involved with the company, and I always got to tag along, and just I lived in like, it's like an hour and a half away, in a little place called Menifee. It's by Temecula, kind of like
nice
San Diego area, and we would just drive there, and we would just go all the time. And one time, like we get people in, we sneak people in, kind of. My mom had a gold pass, right? So we every time probably this is why she doesn't work there anymore, but like she'd have the gold pass, and she'd go up to couples in line waiting to buy tickets, and she'd be like, "Hey, we have the gold pass. Would you guys be interested in getting to Disneyland with us for free today?" And so one time I was with my mom, and these couples started crying, and they were like, we only had money to get in. We didn't have money for food. We were just going to go in. We want to go. And I just was like, oh my gosh, my mom's like making these magical moments for people. We did that every time. We'd bring strangers just straight up off the Disneyland street right there, and bring them into the park just to make a magical moment. And I was like, this feeling, like I want to chase this, whatever this is, and then just topping it with the rides and everything. It's something that I always wanted to portray. And how could I get that message out through mass amounts of people? Well, music. I was in the music industry for years. I toured with Katy Perry and G-Eazy and Machine Gun Kelly and Vans Warped Tours. And my dad was Christian, like in the Christian realm. So I went on every summers. I'd go out on tour with POD and Switchfoot and Reliant K and all these like punk bands. And as a kid, I was like in the music industry, and I didn't even realize it, And so to this day, like I still like, one of my girlfriends, she's the manager of Avril Lavigne, and like I'm so in like this weird like niche community that I just wanted to bring my love for Disney into it somehow. And we started doing, a lot of cool stuff from this, like, and we can go into a little bit more detail later, but this wasn't just the only thing I was able to create, was this music, and the story just keeps going deeper and deeper. It's really, really cool to hear throughout the years that I've been doing this. But I think the main point is like Disney VHSs just being shoved at left and right. No cable, no TV, like very little Disney Channel, and then going to the actual parks and seeing the parks. Skipping school, my dad would pull me out and say, "Hey, Ree's got to go to the dentist," and literally take me to Disneyland. Like,
love it.
That is so cool.
But yeah, that's my origin story for sure.
I love it. Thank you for sharing that too. And again, shout out to Mom. That's like the coolest thing ever, Yeah. And I mean, ultimately, that's why all of us were here with Walt Disney's legacy. I mean, it was that.
Yeah.
And you guys got to do that for countless people, and now you're continuing to do that. And that's so awesome. But we wanted to touch a little bit on the music side, because again, I think most of us of this generation are here from the VHS tapes, but there's something incredible about when you have an artist put their own spin on some of those classic Disney tunes, but like it wasn't just that. You've taken it a whole step further. So where did your love of music come from, and where did you get that started from?
Yeah, I was just bumping Disney radio in my room when I got grounded all the time. Like I was in trouble throwing whatever rocks at it doesn't even matter. I was just a troublemaker. I was just a troubled kid. And so I'd be in my room grounded, and I had this like crappy vinyl player plus AM/F radio, and we'd go to Disneyland, and they would be doing the actual Disney radio. Like all my SoCal kids know this. There was like a radio station that was playing like Smash Mouth, and like Mickey would come on, and it was like a radio. And I'd grab my vinyl and was play. I would like scratch it, screwed up the records bad. Like it wasn't supposed to be scratched. Like just like this kid in his room, like trying to scratch to the songs. It was hilarious.
Amazing.
But that's kind of like where my love for music came from. And then obviously going out on tours every summer with my dad. And I was just like, getting more and more in the Christian realm. But as I got older, I was like, okay, I kind of want to like see, obviously, you know, what the secular realm looks like. And then, you know, like a friend showed me Eminem one time, and I was
There you
like,
go.
"That's the craziest thing I've ever heard by Christian ears. Like I can't ever like listen. Like I'm scarred for life." And I just love how music can move people, move um, throughout the times, the 70s, Jimi Hendrix or rock and roll. And it's just, I just love how like every generation has this thing. And I saw it kind of happening. And I was like, I want to be a part of it. I want to bring something to music that's different, that's wild, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah. I love
Super
that.
rad.
So, from your love of music, how did you transition that to Disney? Like, when did you decide, like, hey, I want to do different beats and songs that are Disney themed?
Right. I literally was just like trying to get work done. And I was like, what can I put on? And I was missing Disney, and I was like listening to these lo-fi radios, and they had like dumb ones. And I was like, dude, why isn't there a Disney one? Like, why isn't there just like listening to like not Disney songs, because we all know those, but like, what about if there was like a chiller version of that? And so that's what came with some covers. That's what came with like some movies. Like maybe a movie doesn't have a theme song. Maybe there's like not like a noticeable, but there's that one line that you like love to hear it. And then you hear it and you're like, oh, just that little nostalgia with the beat, it goes perfect. Or I'll chop a little bit of the section of it and use it and slow it down and make it faster. And you won't even realize that that's in there because it's changed so much, but it's a piece of it, you know, reused.
So cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's, I think, where you really kind of carved out your niche in all of this. Like, I mean, again, for us, this is where we're like, there's nobody else doing this. Like, you were able to pull things and this is some of my favorite content is that you've put out recently where you're going into the park with your microphone and you're like, hey, jingle these keys for me. I'm gonna pull on this knob or this lever and just record it. And then you start building the beats. Like, that's for me, like, because
So cool.
I just geek out over this.
Yeah.
So, you know, how did you come up with the idea of doing
So,
actual park sounds and like how do you spin that into a beat?
yeah, there was a guy who did it a long time ago, and then there's people that are still doing it. So it's not anything new. It's just more geared towards Disney.
Yeah.
I saw this big wave because I can go into detail. We'll go into a little bit later about AI. I love AI, even though that's a controversial thing to say right now, because I just saw like this soulless kind of stuff happening in AI. And I was like, oh my God, if people don't like see me doing something, making something, like contributing in the park, I'm going to get washed out with all these other artists. So for if you've never seen it before, you can go to my Instagram and go to my YouTube. You can look it up and I make beats from sound that I find at Disney, and I invite guests, or I'll find just like weird little things, and it's pretty cool. So I'm just trying to become like, you know, just showing you like, hey, I'm a real person, right? This is really a real guy behind here. It's not just some like guy who's making music. Like I love the community, and I try to preach that a lot, because if like really gets involved and goes down the rabbit hole of the Disneylanders, there's so much to unpack. There's like other channels, and like there's secret hidden Easter eggs in my songs, and there's artists that I've created off this artist. Like there's a whole horror funk like universal, like where Freddy versus Jason and all these like horror films from Universal. There's like a whole genre that I created even off of this. There's things where you scan codes on your phone and it sends you to a website, and all of a sudden you're getting like free stuff in the mail. Like I have like this elaborate, like deep rabbit hole. If you go down, like it's really cool. But I don't want to like toot my own horn. But like if you listen to my music, look out for stuff, because there's secret hidden messages, and there's actually ways you could like get free stuff that I send my like true hardcore fans.
I love that.
That's amazing. That's
There's like
incredible.
a huge esoteric like Easter egg like whole like plan I planned out when I was going down this route, because I don't know if you guys are like me, but I'm like, where's this hidden Mickey, and like where's the like I'm always like looking for secret hidden, like like there's got to be a deeper meaning to this, and I just love that, so I wanted to like contribute that in my music too. So
that is so rad.
That's so awesome.
Yeah.
So you have your beats, you have your sounds. Like walk us through the transition of like how you make the song. Like once you have all the sounds, how do you make the song?
We have like three guys that we work with, Eric and Austin and me. And I'm obviously like the face of the group, but there's all of us working components. Um, I'm kind of like the orchestrator. They're kind of like, the people like I've played drums, I play bass, like I have instruments that I play. Austin plays guitar, and then Eric plays guitar. And then, like, so everyone, and Austin plays piano. So we all kind of like, we have this like group, right? It's like the Disneylanders, like we come together and we like mash things that we like together. And I'm over here like being like, no, this has to change this has to be here.
Well, and this is where it gets really, really cool because I think there's been a lot more people who have heard your stuff than they realize. Like,
Mm-hmm.
for example, we posted a Haunted Mansion reel,
Mm-hmm.
and so we snagged one of your Haunted Mansion tracks that we really, really love. And then one
Yeah.
of our good friends, Justin, who's like the Haunted Mansion guy
Yeah.
from Foolish Mortals and Happy Haunts, he's like, where did you get this?
Yeah.
What is this song? And so now he's using it on the regular too because it's just such a banger.
I know. But, he wrote me, and then like I didn't know him, and like now I know Justin. It's like that's what brings the community together. It's like you guys made, and I think even Justin like used some of my stuff before and didn't realize it was me.
Yeah,
it's like another reason I wanted to start like kind of coming out and doing more content and doing stuff with you guys too, because it's like people should like see, because I think it's like 400 million, 500 million streams. And it's like, it's music, but like, I don't know the guy, So I really, it's cool because I'm like, we're being a part of like something bigger,
Absolutely, which is just so rad. And I mean, again, like you mentioned, you've got so many tracks out there. I mean, we've gone through and spent hours just kind of like scrolling through because we've used several of your tracks on different videos we've made. But I mean, which one, if you had to pick a favorite, I mean, like, it's asking like you to pick your favorite child, but is there one or just a handful that you really, really love or really proud of?
Oh, man. I don't know. That's so hard. They're like all my children, dude. Like, it's so hard to pick because each one was like a point in my life where I felt something but like postpartum Disney Withdraws is a very long track and it's got like multiple, it's almost like motivational speaking for Disney meets this like long, like I like that one a lot. Just Keep Swimming was super edgy and like
I do like that one.
Should not release that one. I was like, I'm gonna do it. I don't even care. And I've had some backlash, but nothing that's like detriment to my account. I would say, and even the new stuff. I spent the day at the Cabana at Disneyland, and it's like this like upbeat like elevator music meets like I don't even know like club music, but like it's so different. And I was just like I was vibing with it. I was like, this is it. Like this is cool. And like that's super slept on. I don't think enough people realize like in the summertime, get a margarita and like chilling at the pool, put on some Disney like pool vibe, like elevator music. It's a vibe, dude. Like upbeat, not like lo-fi, like it's low. It's up there,
Dude, that album honestly is probably some of my favorite music that you've made because all of it just flows, it vibes all together. And when you put that out, I was like, I don't even remember, but I was like, I need to go to the pool.
Yeah.
It's just it takes you there and it's so good. It's awesome.
So
such a great project.
We ended up having our own Disney club nights, and we can talk about that too. But like I started doing my own events because I saw like this whole event being created. I don't know if you're familiar with like Be Our Guest, but it was like this event that was touring where like it was emo night with Disney. And then I was like, well, let's make Disney, but change all the songs to EDM. And I was like, let's do it.
There it is.
And so we did a big tour, and I had Melissa Brooks and some other famous DJs like show up secretly. And she does all the Shrek raves, and she does all like the 2000s raves and the Barbie raves, and she does like all like the big stuff. So she was like my girl, dude. And I was like putting up my own money, putting up like everything like to do these. I was booking the venues, I was promoting them, I was making like all the 2 hours of music like it was hardcore. So a lot of that stuff's not released. And if I ever do like another like tour again in Orlando or wherever, like you best believe you're gonna hear some stuff that you'll be like, this is crazy. So
that's awesome. No, we've seen the videos, and I'm like, if this ever comes out again, like we're going. We got to be there for our boy. But like,
Yeah.
It's an experience, dude. It's so rad.
Yeah, we had visuals. We had like this giant inflatable Mickey that just towers over you. Like it's just like we had like confetti blasters, and dude, it was like so sick. There was one time, I'm not gonna name any names, but there was people partying so hard, and there's this one girl partying so hard, dude. And I look at the pictures afterwards, and she just peed herself. Like she went so hard, and I was like, dude, this is awesome. Like I don't know, like she was just still like didn't care, just peed and just going. And I'm like, this is interesting.
Why stop?
Yeah, why stop, dude? So like you will go to these places, you go to these events that we throw, and you will pee yourself, be so happy. Like
that's it. I mean, if that doesn't sell you on it, I don't know what will.
I know, right? Yeah, that's like we're gonna make that the next advertisements. Pee yourself or you want money back or something. I don't know.
So good, you'll pee yourself.
Great advertising.
And that's why Disney doesn't want to sign me to the record label.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, dude, but like, I don't know, man. I've seen some stuff at Disneyland, people throwing ashes. It's pretty edgy over there. If you look for it, if you look for the edginess in Disney, you'll find it.
It's true.
There's definitely this shady underbelly that people bring to it. Yeah, it's there.
Yeah,
it's like the Nightmare Before Christmas fans meet the Chucky fans and Jason fans. They're like, hey, wait, like let's all be friends. And it's just like so weird. It's so weird. But I do think Disney's doing some cool stuff, allowing more people that are tattooed. My buddy Sean, he's got the podcast Magic on Main Street. He's a cast member now. They're good friends of mine. I went to high school with his wife, and he's got a Disney tattoo on his hand, and he's like a cast member. And he even played Santa Claus this last season. So I'm like, dude, I'm super stoked that Disney's like kind of coming around to be like, tattoos are not so bad. And that's awesome.
There's some incredible ink out there, and for a long time, like it was something that was needed to be covered up. And you know, again, like so much of the park and the company was created on expression and imagination and all of these things. So it is cool that people and cast members specifically are getting to share that. Because there's been a couple times that we're like eating, and all of a sudden I'm like, did you see that guy's tattoo?
Yeah.
Like, that's so rad.
Can
you creepily take a picture of your arm? Because this is really rad.
I'm going to sneak a picture. And I want to say, I got the largest Disney Indiana Jones ride tattoo ever. No one will ever compete. And I'm not going to show it to you guys here, but if you want to go to my Instagram, you can see it. It's a Guinness World Record. It's the largest tattoo.
That's awesome.
And it's on my back. But if you know Indiana Jones ride at Disneyland, you'll know this right off the bat. So
that is so cool.
Leave it at that. We're gonna give him some surprise.
Amazing. Amazing.
Yeah.
So I know you touched on this, but you make your music available pretty much for anyone to use. You're willing to collaborate with anybody. But what brought you to that decision? Because I think it's really rare for different musicians and artists to be like, yeah, absolutely. Like, let's collaborate. You can use my music for free. Like, that's rare and something that we love.
Yeah.
Right. One of my favorite like rappers growing up, he was like this edgy rapper. He was part of Jedi Mind Tricks. His name was Immortal Technique, and he was just this underground rapper. And I remember hearing him live once being like, illegally download my music off LimeWire, and I was just like, dude, that is so cool. Like, he's telling us to go like illegally download his music. And I just like, I guess it was so impactful for me that if I ever like, people forget when you create something to share it online, it is not you. It is not just for you. You are giving something to the community. And a lot of bands, we listen to music, they'll create a great album, and then the next album's just trash. And like, this is what I've always wanted to do. I wanted a psycho funk fusion of jazz. It's like, dude, that's not you. You are not, this is not the same band. And it's like their own egos get in their way, their own this, that. And it's like, my name's the Disneylanders. I'm already pushing the grayness as well. And that's like, well, what do you say about that? Your name, the Disneylanders? I'm like, dude, listen to Walt Disney's opening day speech. He says, Disneyland is your land. If that's not public domain, I don't know what is. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to push the envelope on there. So I guess real music should push boundaries. Real music should make it feel like, is this supposed to be listened to? Like, is this even allowed? Is this illegal? I mean, they said the same thing with music throughout the whole all generations. It was like, is this breaking rules? Like, people thought rock was like satanic, and I mean, there's so many like, meditation was culty, and frequencies were like, it's like there were so many brainwashed things that people were against music for so many times, and I was like, I want to be different. I want to do something, even if it costs me everything. That's how real legends or real like music comes together. And if it's not me if no one else is gonna start the fire or start the community, then I'll do it. You know what I mean? And that's where it came from. Is like, guys, this could be more. And to this day, no one's followed my lead. I mean, there's a couple of YouTubers that are doing like, how do I say it? Like soundscapes. So they'll have like Blue Bayou Pirates themed, and it's like ambient, which is cool. I think there's like a place for that. But are they chasing streams and chasing dollars? Or are they chasing giving back to the community? And I feel like if your intentions are pure and you want to like see your community do better, then you do it for free. And if you want to make money and you just want to like pay your Disney habit, then fine. But there also could be another medium, and the medium is giving back. And the only way I know how to give back is to give my hard time and my cool music to content creators that I believe in, that I know like, hey, they have a passion for this. That's how a community stays a community and keeps out toxic people, I believe. You know?
Totally.
Oh, I love that so much.
It's so good. Like, I've got goosebumps, man, because again, like, for us, as we started this out, I mean, this felt like swinging for the fences when we reached out to you.
Oh yeah, because we've got like 3,000 followers, and I'm like, is he even gonna see our message when we message him on Instagram? I was like, I don't know, but yeah,
you responded immediately.
Take a shot.
I read all my fans. Messages. I respond back as fast as I possibly can. I try to gas you guys up. I try to tell everyone like, don't stop. I try to give the same motivation that I would want. I really try that, because I feel that there's been so many times that I've reached out to people and they've not reached back to me, and I just hate that feeling. I'm like, dude, you're not that much better than me. Come on, bro. Like, you can't do that. And there's some YouTubers and people have done that to me, and I'm like, I don't ever want to feel that way. I don't, even if it's just like a, hey, like, cool, that's what's up. Like, not right now. That's so much better. And I just, I always want to be what I just want to be what other people haven't been for me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like anyone can relate to that. And if it takes me 2 seconds to write back a message, why not? You know what I mean?
For sure.
You like, be humble. We're all in this together. Like, we have a common goal. We have a common community that we're trying to see grow. And let's be honest, we got a bad rep, dude. People hate Disney adults.
They do.
We got to stick together more than ever. It's not about left or right. It's like, dude, it's Mickey or Goofy. Like, who, like, what's up? You know what I mean? Like, come on. You know what I'm
so
saying?
True. But that is a real thing. And, you know, again, like, no shade if you're out there creating content for the dollar. Like, hey, I get it. Like, I'm all about the hustle. We have regular day jobs and whatever. But I mean, that's one thing that, like, dude, you're our tribe, man. You're our people. And there are so many great members of this community. And we had, you know, we're doing like this cruise in September that we're inviting people to. And this just sweetheart of a girl, she reaches out. She's like, hey, I'm really interested, but like, do you have to be a big content creator to do it? And we're like, no,
we just want to be friends,
hang out, be friends, like, come hang with us. And now we message all the time and stuff. Cause again, like, I don't know, the world's a mess.
Yeah.
But that's why we love escaping to Disney, or, you know, we love like we have better friends, I feel like, in this community that we've never met, you know, talking to you kind of for the first time tonight, than a lot of our in-person people down the street. And that's why this is so magical and rad. And
and like, reaching out to me, or reaching out, you know, to Liz from Fresh Baked, or you know, other people like Justin, or anyone in the community who's doing it for a long time. It's like, we all have this understanding of like, we do our own things. We're all in our own lanes, but like, we celebrate creativity and differences. And like, there's been no drama at all. Like, it's been really refreshing. I just see a lot of like community groups, whether it be, Universal or just like any community group, really. Like there's always like this toxic like internet culture, and I don't really feel it with the Disney culture, which is like really cool. I really
It
like
is.
everyone's like supportive, even if they're not like super like, oh yeah, like you go, bro. Like they acknowledge you. Like if you see them at the parks, they're like, what's up? Like they know you, and there's just no like shade thrown. And I think that is just like another reason to be a Disney adult. We need, like you said, we need it more now than ever,
Yeah, so true. And it's something we all have to protect too. And I think all of us take that pretty seriously, I mean, we have felt that from you. We try and pass that on and give it to others as well. And just letting people know, like, hey, you may not fit in anywhere else, but you can fit in here.
Yep.
Because like as humans, we all need that. So
yeah, because there's
rad.
so many stories you can fit in. It's like, are you the Nightmare Before Christmas, or are you the
Yeah.
Space Rangers? Like there's just this a collection, and especially if we grew up on all that stuff, it's like maybe I'm feeling a little bit more like this, maybe I'm feeling a bit more like this, and I like to think I'm more of like on the gothic Disney. There's a Disney goth side, like it's just crazy. Like it's just there's so much.
We met the Bat Day crew.
Yeah.
They bought some t-shirts from us, and I was like, what is this? And we ended up in Disneyland that day.
Yeah.
And I was like, this is like this whole other side. I had no idea, but it was so rad.
Yeah.
To just see everybody come together and do Disney their own way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
dude,
they're truly a place for everyone.
The tiki people, like they have the tiki day.
Yeah.
And they're all wearing like their tiki stuff. And then you got the nurses. There's Disneyland nurses.
Yep.
And it's just like every little genre niche. And you're like, this is so like the lore is so deeper than you think.
So cool. So cool. So we know you've been working on something pretty rad. You gave us a little sneak peek. It's out in the open now, but we wanted to ask about the Walt project because I'm not going to lie to you. The first time that I tested it, I was crying.
I was like, this is legit.
Yeah, like it made me feel like all these emotions of stuff. Like, I mean, anybody asks us like, hey, if there's someone you could go to dinner with, dead or alive, I'm like, Walt Disney.
Yeah.
But in that moment, like all this emotion came out, dude. Like it was so awesome.
Yeah.
So we want to know. Tell us about the Walt project.
The Walt project is an AI chat bot that I created that simulates Walt Disney, talks like him. His ideas are a lot like him. He always has this like Walt character. Like I've trained it. I've been working on it for 6-7 months. Finally released it to the public. If you want to see it, you can go to thewaltproject.com or go to my YouTube and listen to the conversations I have with him. But essentially, I wanted to bring Walt Disney back from the dead. Yeah. And as crazy as that sounds, I felt like we were right there on the technology cusp. Like I said, I love AI. I love what it's going to do. And I just wanted to contribute in some way. And that was another way of me like kind of pushing the boundaries. Like, am I going to get sued on this one? Are they going to? And so I had this long disclaimer on my website, like this is not the actual Walt, but it's a simulation. And so we essentially took his brain and the things that he thought and put it in a chat, AI chat that speaks back to you in real time. So you're having a real conversation with Walt Disney. Obviously you guys know, but for the people who are listening, it's something that I feel like no one's done. And I had a Disney community and I wanted to see, would people be interested in it? And it's received a lot of mixed feedback. Let's just say that, because it's not Walt. It's not Walt at all. But there's some things that you hear, like when I ask him, like, what do you think about Disney Plus? It seems like every 10 minutes I'm watching something, a 2-minute commercial comes on, and he's like, when the red carpet or red drapes open and the show begins, it shouldn't be interrupted. And he's like against the advertisements. And it was just like the things I was asking him was like, dude, some of this, like this might be true of like how he felt. Yeah. And so it's like the closest thing to having a conversation with Walt that you could possibly have. And I wanted to that was another thing I wanted to have for the community. And it costs a lot of money, so I'm trying to do it on my channel for free, where you can just watch it for free. But that was just something that I just was like, hey, it's 2026, we're in the future, let's do some weird stuff. Yeah. So that was kind of my I'm always this like big vision, like I always have these like big visions, right? So like when we did the Disney dance party, it was creating songs from that, and it was making each song individual. It was making the video with the lyrics so people could sing along if they didn't know the songs, and then and going to San Francisco and going to San Diego and Huntington Beach and Santa Ana and like going to all these places and traveling with this music show for Disney. It was like a Disney nightclub that I put on, you know, and it's just putting your money where your mouth is. If you believe in it, eventually the money will come. Yeah. If you're trying to do it just for the money, you're going to get burnt out. If you really care about just doing it because you love it, you'll never have to be motivated because it's just what you like to do. It's just what you want to do. And eventually you'll get to the point where you don't have to work a job and that this will be your job because so many people believe in your dream that it just keeps fulfilling in ways that you could never imagine. And that's what it comes down to.
Yeah.
Dude, you're so rad. I mean, like that's it. I mean, if anybody needed just a little bit of gospel or just like some feel good, lift me up, inspire moment, like that's it. I mean, we all need that. And it's so cool that you have been able to do that. You're still doing it. But I mean, like you're speaking to our hearts. I mean, those are our goals. We talk about that on the regular, like, what do we want to do with this? And at the end of the day, I mean, we do it for all the dingle hoppers, for all our listeners, but like we really enjoy doing this. Like as a couple, this is our connection time. You know, it's something we love to do together. It keeps us strong and happy. Yeah. We meet new friends. Our family has grown, you know, because of this. And so it's
and so the realer you get and the more defined your mission is when the people know that they followed you guys from the start and that you've grown and that you're bringing new people on and you're doing this and you're dropping that. It's like, I'm a part of something. When you feel included to something and you see someone grow from a sprout to a tree, you're like, dude, I was there. And that's why so many people related to Adam. That's why I'm relating to so many content creators. It's like, dude, how can I help you, dude? Like, what can I do for you? You know, how can I work harder for you? And I think if we all have that mentality in our strengths, whether we're an artist and we do animation or we do special effects or we do nightclubs or whatever it is, like we can all come together and build some really cool community stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
That's what it's about.
Yeah, that's awesome. So one last question for you. So what's ahead? Like any big upcoming projects, new music, anything that you can share with us?
I don't have any plans right now. I've been kind of a little busy. I have a company I created called Magical Bookmarks, and you can find us on Etsy or our website, magicalbookmarks.com. And I actually patented this really cool bookmark that looks like stained glass. So I created a way.
They're awesome.
Thank you.
They're gorgeous.
Last month we had $100,000 in sales, and we're trying to do like $1 million this year. And I'm like beyond excited. Our Etsy has like 5-star reviews of like 1,300. Like we're killing it. We're actually killing it.
So
everything's sourced in America. Everything is made like by me and my team here. And so cool. I'm really like doing something maybe that I could pass on to my son or, you know, just doing some big picture stuff. And who knows, maybe there might be a Disney collab with that in the future.
Yeah.
But for the Disneylander stuff, it's all just kind of like just out there. And I feel like, especially as an artist, you should take time, live your life, come back to those things because they'll always be there. When you're really going through like an emotional time or something really speaks to you, or like a new movie comes out and you're like, oh man, there's got to be something I make for that. And I feel like if it's forced and rushed, people notice. But if you take your time with it and like really hone it in, because there was times where I was like, I'm just going to crank these out. And I just didn't feel right about it because it didn't have, I feel like Disney is always about details and always the little immaculate little things that they do. And I want to be more not intrusive, but like inclusive or in depth. I want to be in it really, really deep. And I think I'm sitting on a lot of footage of stuff that I've made at Disney parks. And I'm still just contemplating what I might do with that. I even have like a documentary that's not done about Disney adults. And
nice.
There's a lot of stuff in my hard drives. Like if I really wanted to, and I had like an assistant right now to help me get some content, you guys could have content for the next year.
That's awesome.
Look, and maybe in the next year or two, I might come out with a documentary. I have a lot of like influencers that I've interviewed and done some stuff. It just the plot and story still needs some work on it, but that would be coming out on Prime Video on Amazon, and that would be something. But I really just want to just continue to like help content creators. So if you hear this, you're like, dude, I want something, just reach out to me. Like, you guys know I respond right away. Like,
you do. Absolutely.
I'm just out here trying to help other people. And I think eventually in 10, 20 years, you know, there's going to be a time where people be like, dude, did you ever like remember back in, you know, when we were old, right? Or we were younger, or whatever you want to call it, that there was this guy, he like started and did all this. Like, that's what I kind of want to leave a little legacy of my own, because even if Disney doesn't recognize me, which they probably won't, and they won't recognize a lot of content creators, at least we get to be a part of the community. And that's all I wanted. I wanted to be a part of it, and in any way or any form. So,
well, dude, just from us, you're already doing it. You've already done it. And you know, again, we're starting to grow a little bit, and we've been able to pass some of that on. But like, I will never forget that moment when you know, you responded the first time about a song for us, and we'll never change it, because like it's just.
Well, we could always update it. We could always do something.
There you go.
Update
there you go.
We're always, people are going to be like, oh, this one's even better, you know? And they can't grow because you just went from there to there, you know?
Yeah.
But,
it's all about
But dude, you're the real deal, man. Like, love you so much. We're so grateful that you've been supportive of us, that you are who you are.
Yeah.
And thanks for making time to come on the podcast with us tonight.
Dude, I'm so stoked. I can't wait to share it. I'm going to share it on my Instagram. I'm going to share it on my Spotify. I got a little place this is like my third podcast I've done.
That's crazy. Well, we're stoked.
I'm gonna move you guys up a little bit, you know.
Cool.
just because everyone's already had their chance, you know. It's your guys' time. So awesome. Love you guys. Thanks for inviting me. And anytime you guys want to do a little something, holler at me. Okay.
You got it. So before you go, just last time, where can everybody find you? And again, we'll share all the links as well on our socials, but just tell us where to find the Disneylanders.
Yeah. The Disneylanders. You have to type the Disneylanders on Google and you'll find everything. Instagram, YouTube, Spotify, all that fun stuff. But yeah, it was such a pleasure, guys.
That's it for this week's episode. Don't forget to rate our show on Apple or Spotify or wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to support our show on Patreon. Check out our t-shirt shop, Shop Threads of Imagination. And until next wonderful Wednesday, TTFN.